Hello, everyone. This is Tanya Oxley, Senior Director, U.S. Business Development for the Juice Plus Company. And today I'm very excited about sharing news of our new summer surge for 2017. It is going to be a fun way to continue to focus on your business through the summer months. As you can see, here's the flyer for the Summer Surge. As you can also see, the focus dates will be for July and August this summer in 2017. This flyer has been posted to your virtual office under News. So you can go to that section, News, and find the flyer. You can then download it and send it out if you like, or you can, print it off. But it is a great looking poster, and can't wait to go over this with you. We've also created a Summer Surge information guide. This information guide has also been posted to your virtual office and has also been posted under the news section of the virtual office. This information guide is what I'll be going over today on this Zoom call, just to clarify maybe some and answers maybe some questions you haven't even had the capability of asking yet, and do some clarification with some examples. I'm hoping that will help clarify as well. So let's get started. So why have a Summer Surge incentive? Well, we're hoping to create momentum for our representatives to share the Juice Plus opportunity during the summer months of July and August. Now, historically and cyclically, July and August are generally our slowest months of every year. Everybody is having fun in the sun. Their kids are out of school, and there's vacations going on. And the unfortunate thing sometimes is that even though we're having fun, people will step back from their business during that period of time, and then they find it a little harder to come back and get ready for the fall conference and start building momentum again. So with this incentive, we're hoping that that momentum focus will change. We also want to reward our representatives and their sponsors when they build teams through our Fast Track programs, both the 2000 Plus Fast Track to VF and the Fast Track Sales Coordinator programs. And we want to build interest and attendance for our October Juice Plus Live event in Indianapolis by offering some free conference tickets to all the achievement levels within the incentive. So let's get started with the guidelines and rewards and what that looks like. So starting with the achievement of 2000 Plus Fast Track Virtual Franchise Promotion. If you do that within 60 days, which of course is the standard promotion time frame for the 2000 Plus Fast Track promotion, there'll be no change to the $250 bonus, which is currently, as you know, regularly $250. It will not be no change to the achiever or to the sponsor, but the achiever will receive an additional conference ticket, which would make a total of 2 with their promotion rather than the standard 1. And for the first time ever, we're also going to reward the sponsor with a conference ticket. Now, if you want to kick that up a notch, to go a little faster rather than slower, and make the 2000 Plus Fast Track VF promotion within 30 days, then the bonus to both the achiever and the sponsor will be increased by $100 for a total bonus pay of $350 to each, the achiever and the sponsor, rather than the standard $250. And the achiever will still receive that additional conference ticket for a total of 2 with the promotion. And once again, we're going to reward the sponsor with a conference ticket as well. Now, the little asterisk here notes that if you want to use the incentive conference tickets, you can do so for yourself, or you can share or give to a guest or a downline team member to attend our Juice Plus Live event in Indianapolis 2017, or the Juice Plus Live event in Phoenix in 2018. But no further extensions of time for future Juice Plus Live events will be approved beyond the Phoenix Spring event in 2018. But again, you can use it for yourself, a guest, or a downline team member. So let's continue the guidelines and rewards and now talk about achieving the Fast Track Sales Coordinator promotion. If you would do that or sponsor somebody that would or could do that in 5 months versus the traditional 6 month period, bonus to both the achiever and the sponsor will be increased by 50%, or that's $250, for a total bonus pay of $750 to each, the achiever and the sponsor. And the achiever will receive an additional conference ticket. That'd be 2 with the promotion. And now again, the sponsor will also receive a conference ticket. But again, if you want to bump that up, you want to kick it up a notch and go a little faster rather than slower, or encourage a team member and support a team member to go a little faster than slower, and could make it in 4 months, the promotion in 4 months or less. Believe me, there are people who make it in 3 months, 2 months, and even in 1 month. Yes, I've seen it done. If you did that versus the traditional 6-month period, the bonus to both the achiever and the sponsor will be increased by 100%. That's $500 increase for a total bonus pay of $1,000 to each, the achiever and the sponsor. And the achiever, again, will receive an additional conference ticket for a total of 2 with the promotion. And again, the sponsor will also receive a conference ticket. So do want to make a note here that all promotions for the Summer Surge Incentive must be completed, promotion end date, that is, as of June the 29th. That's our kickoff date, Thursday, June the 29th, which happens to be the day of this Zoom call I'm doing, which actually gives you a little head start on your July incentive date, since we're doing it a few days before the end of June, through August business month, with the last business date of August being the last date to accomplish the fast track promotion. So just want to make a note here that this would be from June the 29th through the very last day of August business month in August, the very end of August. I'm going to give some examples that may help in clarifying this a little better. So how do we look at the dates we use for the incentive promotion? Well, we look at the dates for the incentive promotions just like we look at them for any fast track promotion. So what we do is, for simplicity's sake, whatever day's date you start with in a month, that same day's date will be used at the end of the promotion period for the promotion date purposes. So let's give an example. An example 1 for a 30-day 2,000 plus fast track VF that started in on July the 10th. We will use the 10th day of the month, 30 days out, to be the end of the promotion date, which would be August the 10th. All requirements for the promotion would have to fall within those 30 days. Now, that's important to note. Within the parameters of the 30 days, start and end dates, all requirements would have to be met. Now, as an example 2, let's say you had a 4-month fast track sales coordinator and they turned in a promotion with the end date of August the 20th. So counting back for 4 months from that end date, that would make the start date April the 20th. So all requirements for the promotion would have to fall within that 4-month period from April the 20th, 2017 through August 20th, 2017 to receive the additional summer surge payout. So remember, the first date of the incentive starts June the 29th to be eligible for the incentive bonus, and the last day, it ends with the last business day of August. I'm going to give a few examples here on the Fast Track 2000 plus Fast Track VF promotion. So let's say that, of course, today's the 29th. You have somebody you happen to be turning in a promotion for on this calendar on the 29th. So if we got a promotion for a Fast Track 2000 plus, what we would go back and see if they're saying that the end date was ending today when they turned in the promotion sheet. We'd go back to see that within 30 days prior, meaning that the date not any time before May the 29th, if they accomplished May the 29th to June the 29th, all the requirements for the Fast Track 2000 plus, then they would meet the incentive pay requirements. Let's say they had not finished it within May the 29th and they used more dates. They could go all the way back for 60 days from the 29th of June, which would mean the start date would be April the 29th. And if they met all the requirements in that 60-day period, they would meet the reward and the incentive for the 60-day program. Let's continue with some examples for the 2000 plus. So let's say that you have somebody let's say you're going to restart today. So gosh, it's getting started now. I'm going to start on the 29th. That's the day I'm going to get started with my new fast track moving forward. So either I'm going to do a restart date, or maybe you've gone out and you've been talking to a friend for a long time, and now you've gone and told them about the incentive, and they're excited saying, gosh, I've been on the fence, but I'm ready to get started if this means that I could have a more substantial financial reward by getting started on the mission today. So you go out there, sign an application, or someone restarts on June the 29th. That means for the Fast Track VF 2000 Plus, they would have to end for the requirements no later than August the 29th for the 60-day program. If they were going for the 30-day program, they would have to have an end date no later than July the 29th. Continuing with some examples here, let's say that in the next few weeks you go out and you sponsor someone to come in and get started. So their start date, they sign an application on July the 12th. And they're very excited about moving forward. So they say, well, I want to try to finish in 30 days. So that means my end date would have to be no later than August the 12th if I'm starting on July the 12th. This could be a restart date, or it could be an application date. But there'd be no 60-day available within the parameters of the Summer Surge incentive, because it has to be completed no later than the last business day of August. In this case, of course, the last business day of August is Qualifiers Day, September 1st. If any orders are put in on that date, they would need to be moved back in to August the 31st date and commission within August business to be part of the incentive. So in this case, that would give this particular rep an additional 20 days through the 1st, September 1st, to accomplish meeting the Summer Surge incentive. If they didn't finish it by September 1st, that's okay. They still would have their 60 days that would actually fall literally on September the 12th, but that would be without the date, outside the dates of the incentive, Summer Surge incentive, if they went past the September 1st date. So continued examples would be that any start or end date during this period of time, if you start on the 16th, you'd end on the 16th, meaning July 16th to August 16th. Or they say, well, I'm going to start on the 25th, and for 30 days, you'd have to end on August the 25th. So again, I'm hoping these examples will help clarify. So let's look at a couple examples for the Fast Track SC promotion dates. So let's say that you have somebody who sends in a promotion sheet that says that the end date or the last promotion date for the Fast Track Sales Coordinator was on July the 24th. And they are saying, I have fallen within a 5-month period of meeting all the requirements for the Summer Surge. So that means that we would go back and check 5 months prior. That's June, May, April, March. So we would go back and look at the start date, and you would have to put that on the promotion sheet, start date of February the 24th. If all the parameters were met for a 5-month period for the Fast Track to Sales Coordinator promotion from February the 24th to July the 24th, then the person will have met the 5-month Summer Surge incentive parameters and would be rewarded with $750 for that period of time. But let's say they said, I kicked it up a notch. I went for sooner rather than later. So I am turning in my promotion sheet on the 24th, but I actually completed all the requirements under the Summer Surge dates of 4 months. And so my end date was July the 24th. On the promotion sheet, you would have to show us the start date. So 4 months prior would be June, May, April, March. So we would go back and confirm that between the dates of March the 24th to 4 months later at July the 24th, if all the requirements were met under the Summer Surge dates to Fast Track the Sales Coordinator. And if so, that would mean a $1,000 bonus to the achiever and also to the sponsor. So now I want to look at a new rep that has an app date and they're going to Fast Track to Sales Coordinator. So let's use this example. Let's say that someone signed up on the 29th of June. That's the start date. And they said, you know what, I'm excited about this. I'm going to restart my date, or I'm going to, well, in this case, a brand new app is signed. You got someone to sign an app on June the 29th. So let's say that within a week, the following week on July the 6th, they did their HLP. So they would receive their $100 for their HLP. And do remember, if they are moving forward on these summer surges and they meet the requirements for the HLP as they would moving forward for a fast track to 2000 plus, or even for a fast track to sales coordinator, the $100 HLP $100 reward is paid as well as the additional summer surge or regular bonus pay. Okay, so do remember that. So let's pay attention again. A new rep signed up on June the 29th. A week later, met their HLP requirements, received their $100 bonus. Within 30 days, they went out there to add more people to get enough volume and households to complete their 2,000 plus within the 30 days. So that's from June 29th to July the 29th. And because they're signing these people up and adding additional people, they're also giving these new people they're signing up the information about the summer surge as well to get them excited about moving quicker. And in doing so, they're moving their people through the program as well. So that means that if they completed their, adding new additional people, fast tracking them to 2,000 plus and getting their total of 8,000 promo PV done from their app date before the end of August, using September 1st as a qualifier's day, because that's within the parameters of the business date, then they would make fast track to sales coordinator as well. So let's see what that would look like. A new rep signs up on June the 29th. They fast track to sales coordinator by the end of August. Well, first of all, in that first week, they made their HLP promotion, which was $100. By the end of the first 30 days, they completed their own 2,000 plus fast track, and it's under the summer surge. So therefore they receive a $350 bonus for achieving that. And they receive 2 conference tickets rather than the normal 1 conference ticket. Now they've continued because they want to go to fast track to sales coordinator in the shortest period of time. So what they're doing is that they're focusing on sharing the opportunity with their friends, family, acquaintances, and bringing people in to also work toward the summer surge. So let's say to get to fast track to sales coordinator, they sponsored 3 frontline people, and all 3 of those they helped get the 2,000 plus in a 30-day period. That means that they would get $350 sponsor bonus for each one of those 3 that they helped to get to the 2,000 plus 30-day summer surge incentive, which would be an additional $1,050 in their sponsor pocket. And they would receive a conference ticket for each of those reps that they sponsored. So now there's 3 additional conference tickets being rewarded as well. Because they did move so quickly and helped 3 additional people make their 2,000 plus, then they've accomplished all the volume at a total of 8,000 promo PVC. And now they've made their fast track to sales coordinator promotion by the end of that 2nd month, or by the end of August business period. So because they've accomplished that, there's another $1,000 being paid to them. Woohoo! More money for the summer play being paid to them, and they received another 2 conference tickets for accomplishing or achieving that goal. Now, let's say if they are offering the summer surge or making sure that the people that they're sponsoring that fast track to 2,000 plus understand that there is a double bonus pay than going sooner or faster and just duplicating what they did. So all you have to do is duplicate what I did with you. Add 3 additional people. Let's say that this new rep sponsored at least one of those new 2,000 pluses to a fast track to sales coordinator. And I can pretty much assure that that would be certainly an easy goal to do with that $1,000 on the line there as bonus pay. So that means as a sponsor, they receive an additional $1,000 for helping that their own new rep accomplish that goal. And they, again, would get a sponsor conference ticket. So here we are in approximately 60 days, bonus money, from June the 29th to the end of August is $3,500 to this new rep that signed up on June the 29th. And she has attained 8 conference tickets. Now she can use one herself for Indianapolis and one herself for Phoenix, and then she can use the additional 6 in any way that she wants with guests, friends, family, downline team members to share, both either at Indianapolis and or in Phoenix. This is pretty exciting, don't you think? $3,500 bonus, and not only she's going to the conference, but she's bringing friends with her and downline team members. But remember that during this period of time, she reached the 14% commission in only within her first 30 days when she made her Fast Track 2000 Plus. And that also put her in a place to be eligible for 5% performance bonus pay on that downline team that she was building as she was going to Fast Track to Sales Coordinator. When she completed that Fast Track to Sales Coordinator, she now reached the highest commission level of 22%, which also made her eligible for the 5% performance bonus pay as it did when she reached the 2000 plus. But now with that new that new Fast Track Sales Coordinator, she promoted herself. She's also eligible for the 4% promote out pay on that sales coordinator in her downline as well. So pretty exciting what she was able to accomplish by focusing and building through our Fast Track programs in this shorter period of time. I'm very excited for this new person here. So how will achievers be rewarded? Well, the additional Summer Surge incentive bonus will be included, or added, that is, to the Fast Track bonus check. It will be mailed to both the rep and the sponsor once the Summer Surge promotion has been validated. Now, that's an important word, validated. When you send in a promotion sheet, we just don't rubber stamp it and say, oh, well, they made it, and let's send them their bonus money now. We do have to review, as I've already mentioned, if all the requirements for the promotion were not only completed, meaning volume promotion, households, if that's required, downline team, whatever might be required. We have to validate that all those were met, the requirements for the promotion, and if it fell within the parameters or dates, timeframes of the Summer Surge. So it's only after it's validated that then we send out that bonus check to the achiever and to the sponsor. Now, once that's been validated and we put the promotion in the system, an email will follow within a couple of weeks probably from Boombox to be able to register for your conference ticket. But the little asterisk here, remember, if you're going to give that ticket to a guest or a downline team member, just forward that Boombox email onto the person that will be using the ticket, the one you're giving it to, so that they may register through Boombox by going through that email that you forward to them. So it's just as simple as that. So who can participate? Well, representatives who have not previously earned, that means been promoted, to either the VF or the sales coordinator promotion titles respectively, are eligible to participate in the Summer Surge incentive. So what does that look like for the 2000 plus Fast Track VF promotion? Well, if it's a new representative who is currently working within the first 30 or maybe 60 days of their application date, they are obviously eligible for the Summer Surge. Or if it's an existing representative that might be just at the dealer or DD level, they can restart their 30 or 60-day period with the end date of the promotion period no later than the end of August business, which I've already given examples in those previous slides. So what does that look like for a Fast Track to Sales Coordinator promotion who's eligible to participate? Well, any new representative who is currently working within the first 6 months of their application date, they must achieve the incentive promotion within either a 5-month period instead of the 6-month, or maybe even a 4-month or less period rather than the 6 months, with the end date of the promotion period being no later than the end of August business month, which, of course, I gave examples to in the previous slides. If it's an existing virtual franchise in the system, existing rep that's at VF level, they can restart their promotion period to achieve the incentive promotion within either a 5-month period or a 4-month or less period from the restart date, again, with the end date of their promotion period being no later than the end of August business month. Again, giving those examples in the prior slides. So what are the requirements to achieve the incentive promotion? They're the same as the Fast Track promotions all along. You can find those requirements by going to the virtual office and looking at the flyer, the information for the 2000 plus Fast Track VF flyer, or the Fast Track Sales Coordinator flyer, again, found on the virtual office. If you're not sure where to find that, just simply go to your VO and under the header at the top, under where it says training, click on there, then click on team building. Once you clicked on team building, scroll all the way down to the very bottom of the page, and you're going to find another section under team building. So click again on that item, team building, where you find it at the bottom of that page. And there's where you'll find the flyers, and they'll be listed as either 2,000 plus plan, or they'll be listed as fast track to sales coordinator. So you can find your flyers there that give you the requirements. Please note, there'll be no exceptions or extensions of time or other changes to the Summer Surge 2017 incentive guidelines, or that means requirements, that none will be granted. If an exemption is granted, that means the promotion will then fall back to our existing 2,000 plus fast track VF promotion or fast track sales coordinator bonus pay rewards. If you have someone that comes in and says, look, I'm going for the 5-month sales coordinator, but I might need a couple of extra weeks. May I have that as an exception? No, because if you're doing extended time, you're not meeting it within 5 months, guys. So do remember and consider that we are bumping up these bonuses considerably, particularly in that fast track to sales coordinator promotion level. So if we're going to bump up these bonuses and give out extra conference tickets, it is for those people that are going to be able to accomplish the goals and the requirements and all the guidelines that must be met within the summer surge. If you don't fall within those, then fine, that's great. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't. Unfortunately, you won't you get the additional reward if you don't fall within the guidelines, but you still can fall back to get the standard or regular existing bonus by meeting the regular 2,000 plus or fast track sales coordinator, okay? Surprise! I say, what can be the surprise? Well, here it is, guys. We will retroactive, I love that word, retroactive, pay incentive payouts for the June achievers. I know that there's people out there listening to this call saying, oh my gosh, I just got promoted a week ago and I made my fast track to sales coordinator in only 3 months. Oh, I just missed it. Or I had 2 people that I brought in that did their fast track to VF 2000 pluses in only 30 days. I sponsored them and they both completed it in June. Well, we're going to go back and make the retroactive bonus pay available to those achievers. That would be for any people that completed it in June, the month of June, meaning that their promotion is July effective, and that they met the requirements that are listed in the Summer Surge incentive guidelines. So whatever date that they finished it, we would go back and look within the guidelines of the Summer Surge to see if they met it within those guidelines. But just to clarify, we will retroactively pay the Summer Surge incentive bonus, but it will only be for the 30-day 2,000 plus fast track to VF, not the 60-day, only for the 30-day, as well as to those that complete the 5-month and or a 4-month or less fast track sales coordinator achiever. Now, for those, we will we'll go back and retroactively pay. And we also pay to the sponsors if they completed their promotions in June, effective July. That's important, effective July. However, we have a little caveat here. Before we will review and approve, we need what would be tantamount to a new kind of promotion sheet. And we don't have a promotion sheet that works for the Summer Surge, so this is what we will require. We require that you go to your upline national marketing director and that we must first be contacted by email to summersurge@juiceplus.com. Remember, this email has only been created for these people we are going to retroactively pay for June. That is the only reason the Summer Surge email has been created. The National Marketing Director must contact us in an email. Don't call in. Send in the email, and this is what will be required. They will need to require, before we will review it, we will need to have the representative's name, their PIN number, and the start and end dates of the accomplished, under the Summer Surge guidelines, June promotion. That means effective July. Only after this information is provided and verified will the additional bonuses be issued. Again, if we don't have the representative's name, their PIN number, and most importantly, the start and end dates. And whatever start and end date is listed will be the only dates we review. We won't say, oh, they didn't quite make it with this, maybe we need to look a little further out. No, it'll be whatever dates have been provided to us. Only once that has been provided will we go then and confirm. We're just not in the position, guys, to go back and look at every promotion that came in Fast Track for the month of June. So this is why we are asking for some help here so that we can be focused on just those that are meeting the requirements. So again, closing out summer surge information, thank you guys, each and every one. I'm hoping this is going to be something fun for you to do. It certainly will be fabulous to have the additional money, I know. I'm hoping this is also going to encourage helping you building your teams and building them stronger. But even without the summer surge, please go out there, focus on your mission, help as many people as possible, help those people in the world to get healthier, and for those that want to join our mission, help them get the best and biggest rewards for building a strong and lasting Juice Plus business. Have a great day, and thank you for joining me today.